Hello guys. This I am Monachiso AJG, um, the CEO and founder of HubbonNG Nigeria. This is I'm just gonna be looking down because kind of I have like um guidelines to how I want to set this out so that I wouldn't stray too much. But if I do, just uh, just bear with me. This is my first time, so just let it go. Yeah, thank you. So kind of why I decided to start this kind of I wanted to start this because I feel there's a lot to learn. I feel there's a lot of youth, and to change the idea that Nigerian youth or don't know what they're doing or don't want to start business or aren't forward thinking, because that's wrong. I think a lot of us are forward thinking, and we want to make something out of ourselves, something that kind of takes Nigeria to where it's supposed to be. And that's why some of us have decided to go into entrepreneurship, not just to kind of gain something for ourselves, but kind of to solve problems that would take our country forward and just take us that step further into development and into progress. So, a little bit about my backstory. A lot of people that know me haven't, or that know me really well, know that I've never been the most serious of types, in terms that I went to school always thinking, just winging it. I was always winging school. I just never thought it was something that appealed to me personally. Although, obviously, I just thank God that I went to very good schools that kind of inspired me more than the ordinary to actually achieve things for myself. I went to Loyola. I did, obviously, like everyone would, not everyone would anyways, but generally the Nigerian story is go do science subjects, do physics, do chemistry, get it in there kind of. And but the thing is, obviously, one of the major issues with Loyola, especially considering picking your senior year kind of electives, we only had arts and science. We never had business. So most of us that were kind of, we didn't know where to be. We just went into science and just winged it, like literally. So because of my science background and the fact that most my two parents are also science based, it was very difficult for me to pick something that was out of the ordinary so that I wouldn't seem like I am the odd one out. So I picked something that wasn't related to what they did, like biological, because obviously I had a teacher that was kind of a pain. So yeah, that was it. So I studied civil engineering. I did obviously A levels in an undergraduate school, Stonias College in the UK. Um, I studied civil engineering in University at Coventry, and yeah, it was cool. It was cool. Although, obviously picking civil engineer also had to do with pleasing my parents and things like that. But although I really enjoyed it, to be fair. So, kind of my entrepreneurial, this is the next step. This is kind of like a backstory, just kind of so that people will know the kind of person that I am. So my entrepreneurial journey, funny enough, like I didn't really know what I wanted to do for like a long time. I was just going through things, and I just happened to scale through primary, secondary, sixth form, university, just still finding myself. I think that's fair. I mean, a lot of people think maybe because they didn't do so well in school, that means they're bound to fail. But that's not it. Most of the times, you just take a bit longer to find who you are and what you're truly supposed to do. So my entrepreneurial journey was kind of funny, to be fair. I done a lot of things. I People keep telling me work for this person, tried civil service and all those things. And it's fair enough. I mean, I'm still trying to get that sorted and to know whether it's the right thing for me to do. But I had tried. I mean, while at school, I worked for Compass Group. I worked for my university as a student ambassador. Um, I did a few odd jobs here and there to just try and make sure that I was as comfortable as possible, even though my parents were doing their best for me. So yeah, obviously in life I had good pointers in the sense that my dad was already an entrepreneur, well, in his own in his own mind. Um, Obviously he started his own outfit. He graduated. He is a pharmacist. He started his own pharmacy when he just got out of university and after his youth service. So he's pretty much been on his own ever since, and now kind of works consults for the government and things like that. But obviously now he's kind of deviated away from his calling and he does a lot of he puts his hand everywhere. That's just basically it. So, and I have a mom that even though she works in the civil service, she has a lot of other businesses that she does that kind of sometimes she supports my dad when he needs it. So I've kind of had parents that have been involved in one sort of business or the other. So that kind of gave me an idea that I shouldn't conform. Obviously, this is funny. Well, it might not be too funny like that, but I tried working for people, and once I realized that once it started getting too monotonous, I just tended to be bored and just kind of just faff about and just do whatever I wanted. Sometimes I used to leave in between because it was too constricting. I didn't like schedules. I didn't like anything that just kind of bound me together like I was in some sort of bondage. And I think that was the same thing with school. Being in the school environment, having to go to class at this time, having to do this at this time, it was just too much for me. And um, I because I attended one seminar about life's purpose by Mr. Peterson at NAE, and I kind of got an understanding of who I am and what I'm supposed to do. So he kind of explained to me that there was nothing wrong being kind of restless or not conforming, being a non-conformist to rules and regulations. That it's just part of my personality, and it's something that I have to try and adapt and also appreciate because it's what makes me who I am, and it gave me more confidence in what I'm supposed to do or what I had already started to do. So I dabbled in a lot of business. I sold phones, I sold earplugs and things like that. And then I just right from second year in uni, I just realized that I spent more time thinking about how to be mega. Literally. I studied backstories of successful people from Gates to Zuckerberg to well just the host Alibaba, everybody, every successful person almost on the surface of this planet, just trying to find what makes them different, what makes them different from the regular people, what makes them different from my dad or my mom, or kind of what made them tick, why did they find their firepower. So yeah, I did, and I realized that most of them just decided that they weren't just gonna conform and they were just gonna uh, go for whatever they planned, and they didn't put any barrier on their achievements. So I thought about it. I mean, this is a journey to 2015, 2014 till now. So I mean, this journey of mine didn't just start today. To be fair, so I mean, I got an idea book. I started writing down businesses, different, like probably like 150. I just anything that just got to my mind, I just wrote it down. And some of them I just quickly phased away, or I thought about it and it didn't seem realistic. And some of it I just felt I just needed a little bit of funding. So I still kept on. Every single time I wake up in the morning and meditate, I think about what is the next big thing? What is the next big thing? What is that invention that's going to be put to my name? And I just kept on and I just never gave up. I thought at some point, although it's something I still do, I thought poetry was it. I felt at some point I was going through a lot. So my own escape from the world and what it was offering me at the time was to write. And I wrote a blog for a while. I wrote about the problems of Nigeria. Trust me, there are a lot. And I just kept just writing and just expressing myself. And in towards my final year, I kind of just had that, that wow moment, that kind of thing that just comes from above. I saw the light. I literally saw the light. So it was I just felt, how the problems of Nigeria. I was in final year. I was about to write my project, so I decided to compare health and safety. Although, yeah, I decided to pick the easy way out and write on health and safety, comparing the practices in Nigeria and the practices in the UK. So, when I told my parents to send over some material from Nigeria, and literally it just never got to me. There was no contact number to call Night Post or EMS or whatever. And I just never saw it until one time I just decided to just go to that mailbox that no one ever just put anything in and just check. So I just saw in one defunct mailbox that something was literally being forced into it. There was no key, so I literally had to put my hand through the mailbox and scratch myself and pull the thing, and I saw my package in it, and it looked like something that had been there for days, for weeks even. So, it kind of made me to rush through my project, but everything is in the past. So it was kind of like a wake up moment that, the delivery system in Nigeria is just um poor. And not even that, even if it's good, there was just like poor customer service as well. So, and I thought about it, and over time, I realized Nigerians generally don't obviously. I have to give credit to um Barry, Nia Barry Fakai. He was one Nigerian that really inspired me. I met him probably in my final year as well, and he came for his masters. He kind of appreciated his Nigerian background, and once, twice, or three times every week he wore Nigerian kaftan on top of his jeans, on top of his plain trousers. I really respected that, and it kind of made me bring out all my Nigerian clothes out of the deep depth of my box, and then I wore them to church. I just felt more confident in myself. Expressing my culture, expressing my character, and expressing myself and representing my country. So that kind of also formed a part of my idea. So I decided that, right, kind of focus on Nigerian brands or African brands, and kind of find a way to mix and match it with delivery. So I just felt, what I can do to make Nigeria a better place is to find a way to build a system that not only brings out African brands to the forefront, but also improve delivery systems. So that was just literally, and then I had time to think about whether I was going to do be an artwork company. I was just kind of throwing ideas back and forth with my friends. Special regards as well to Chi, yeah, Chi that lived in my room in my in my in our house. We lived together, we shared a house together. And also to Chika, my man Anthony. Thank you all, because all of you kind of have been part of my story one way or the other. And to my first PA. Shout out to you, Chama Ude. Um, these were the people that kind of, in a way, even if they don't know about it, I kind of picked their brains on certain issues, and it created Hubon. Also, big shout out to Tot Lion, Kikeri Lion, um, Komi. I am Komi. Shout out to you, especially because you're one um celebrity that kind of just paid attention to me, even if it was something so random. I sent out like a questionnaire on all social media platforms on what name to do, and I sent people 20 names. Some people were like, what is this guy a weirdo? Why can't he just pick a name and just go ahead with it? And he just told me that's fine, although he picked something that I wasn't really buzzed about. But when I told him what my idea was right behind the name, he was like, "Yeah, go for it, man, go for it." And he gave me the support, he gave me the encouragement, and that was just how Hop On came through. A question I just told people, what name do you feel is catchy enough, and with an idea of a study about search engine optimization. I just felt the name would fly if I just put it. So that's just how HubbonNG started. So when I first came back to Nigeria, I did a lot of groundwork. I started with getting people cabs and stuff like that, and then I felt these cabs could also um, pick stuff up for me. So I just started a Twitter page and just told people deliveries within Abuja, things like that. And then they just started coming. Although, yes, I had to obviously support it with an intern job in a construction firm, as well as drawing. That's I design buildings as well. I think that's what the next step for Hobon is. Um, to kind of do like a design firm, a building design firm. Obviously, I couldn't just throw away 3 years of UK education. Do you know how much we paid? Do you know how much my parents paid? So yeah, obviously I still enjoy my civil engineering. No, don't ever get that wrong. I enjoy my civil engineering degree, the friends I made, the contacts I made, the teachers that imparted knowledge on me. So kudos and shout out to all of you. So kind of I that's what it is. I just try to supplement different things, and before I knew it, I had a revenue of close to 350,000 naira. So I felt wow, so much money has gone through my account on my own sweat. So I was proud. I mean, who wouldn't? So I felt, even before I started the idea, I went, did some applications half-heartedly and Zisha Prize and things like that, just to get myself warmed up. Well, at the time, just to see whether I'll have lucky money, kind of. So I just, did a little bit of research on funding opportunities, and in 2016, I heard about Tony Elumelu. I'm not supposed to talk about this, but I will just say it. So, I just kind of found out about Tony Elumelu and the foundation. So I looked at it, asked them about it, and they told me the next cohort starts in 2017. So I applied, and yeah, this is where I am. I applied, spent weeks. My mom was banging, my dad was banging on. Why wouldn't you submit the application? See you, this boy, you will not finish it and it will pass. It will pass. And you will not have finished it. But I just felt, if I'm supposed to get it, I'll just get it, and I just left everything to God. You should trust in Him. You trust in Him. He is the author and finisher of our faith. But now is not the time. This is not the time. So I kind of just did the application and just trusted that everything was going to fall in place, and it did. So right now I'm going to be part of this 2017 cohort, and I really applied to really you guys. I'm not really bragging here, but I wasn't deaf. I didn't apply for it for the money. I just wanted to learn. I just wanted to learn how to better organize a business, how to have organizational structure within my team, and kind of how to coordinate my delivery bosses, as I would call them. Respect the Hubbon brand. I rep Hubbon, so I just decided to learn, and then I still have a problem with pricing, so I just fluctuate all the time so that I see whether and then do like rebates, especially for first time customers. So just to see what people think and see how much customers I can get at the time. But that's not how a business is supposed to work. So this is gonna give me like training and basic mentoring on how a business works, and then hopefully during the camp or boot camp we'll be able to meet other brands, Nigerian brands, and kind of had the opportunity to learn from other people's experiences and get to meet policymakers and potential investors. Because one thing I've learned is that if you most people don't know, and most people know, but they just try and ignore it, is that if you own 100% of nothing, it's still nothing. So I just decided that I must be able to learn to work with other people and share my business with other people so that it can get to the peak I want it to be. This is the business I feel it shouldn't be a family business. It should be, although yes, obviously, no, it shouldn't be a family business, and it's a business I feel I want to outlive me. Something that I know that it kind of I live. It's like my legacy in Nigeria and for the Nigerian and for Africa as well. So it's really what it is. It's really what it is, really. So this is my current situation. Yeah, the Tony Aluminum. Yeah, tick. So yeah, but this was my journey. Nothing much. I mean, I have friends that inspire me. Ali Mohammed of um Inside Arewa. All of you should go support him. Um, I have Vincent Naboro of Minuteman Associates. Go support him as well. He's an upcoming entrepreneur as well, just like I am. And my G, Vincent Ballum of Artworks, Nigeria. These are all young people, all peers, and all friends of mine that kind of inspire me to be a go getter. And it's really key. It's really key to always be in a group of people that are forward thinking, because if you with people or in a group of people that don't inspire you, trust me, they will be taken away out of your positive energy. And that's one thing I learned from life, really. Be with people that inspire you. It seems obvious. Try not to procrastinate, because obviously this whole life is a race against time. See, I'm 20 something and I'm already getting bored. So it's procrastination is something we all have to deal with and try to tackle. The issues that we should all focus on. It's the issues we also focus on. We should try as much as possible to always inspire ourselves. We should try as much as possible to know God, because He is the center of life and everything about us. So if God is not the center of your business, or is not in the center of your ideas, or is not in the center of your life, you should think about that. That's probably why you're not getting to where you're supposed to be. So we should just generally think of something that would solve problems. It's not just about making money. People make money every day and they're not happy. Try and do something that makes you fulfilled, and try and do something that would help another person. That's what life is about, and that's why many Nigerians don't have a business that are larger than themselves, because they started that business for themselves and for them to make money. But if you make more people make money, you make more money. Simple. So that's just really what it is, and I think this should be to the end of my start of vlog. I know it's 25 minutes. You guys just bear with me, and yeah, I mean, if you guys are interested, just subscribe, like, share, and everything else. I mean, if you think that is anything that you feel that I should talk about in my next video, or people that I feel to shout out to, I'll shout out to you too. You know? Yeah, and yeah, my thanks, my many thanks, and my love goes to my family, to my sister most especially, my own social media manager, social media queen, my sleek queen, Kosi. Shout out to you, shout out to Papa, my brother, shout out to Obina, and shout out to my mom and my dad that has made this possible, and most importantly, shout out to God. You know, without him, my parents wouldn't have met. They won't have they won't have had me. So yeah, that's it. Okay, thank you, and thank you for being there. This is my first video, and I'm out. Bye.